welcome back to What's New in Taiwan. I'm your host, Jasmine Liu, here to take you through the journey into the heart of Taiwan's recent headlines. Let's dive in. This year's Hangguang military exercises mark a historic moment for Taiwan, lasting a full 10 days and 9 nights, longer than ever before. But more than just the length, it was the depth and the scope of the drills that made headlines. For decades, Hangguang has been Taiwan's premier military readiness test, a signal to allies and adversaries alike that the island is serious about defending itself. But this year, the exercise broke new grounds. Imagine waking up one morning to see soldiers in full uniform and gears boarding the Taipei MRT just like any other commuters. Except these soldiers weren't heading to training grounds in the hills, they were rehearsing the very real possibility of needing to move forces underground in an urban environment. This was the first time the military police took the subway as part of a coordinated exercise to relocate personnel during a crisis. And the subway drills was only one part of the story. Across cities, local governments partner with military and civil defense units to test their resilience in the face of hybrid threats. Cyber teams simulated attacks that could cut power or communications, emergency services practice evacuations, and also engineers work to restore critical infrastructure in near-real conditions. In one district, a blackout scenario tested how quickly a hospital could switch to backup power while coordinating patient transfers. And another, communication lines were deliberately jammed, forcing teams to improvise new ways to coordinate. This reflects a major shift in Taiwan's defense thinking, from traditional battlefield readiness to comprehensive societal resilience. The island isn't preparing for war in isolation. It's rehearsing how its people, infrastructure, and government can all respond as a united system. And it's happening right in the heart of urban life, not just in remote bases. Shifting from defense to democracy, Taiwan's political landscape saw a significant but quietly telling event. The recall vote targeting legislator Chen Yuling in Nantou County, this vote had national attention because it was seen as a litmus test for the KMT's effort to mobilize recall campaigns as a strategy to regain political ground from the ruling DPP. But the results were clear. Despite high-profile campaigning and heavy media coverage, the recall vote failed, and the threshold wasn't met, and Chen retained her seats. While this might seem like a straightforward victory for the DPP, the story runs much deeper. Now, the low turnout speaks volumes about how recall politics can resonate or don't with voters. Analysts suggest that while recalls can energize party base and make headlines, they don't necessarily always inspire widespread voters' engagement, especially when the issue seems abstract or too politically charged. Meanwhile, the KMT leadership had hoped this would be a springboard, a way to build momentum for a wave of recalls. Behind the scenes, local party volunteers told stories of long days of knocking on the door and the challenge of convincing people the recalls were the right path. Now, in contrast, DPP activists reported steady, if quiet, efforts to protect their seats, emphasizing service and continuity over confrontation. This highlights the tension in Taiwan's democracy between political strategy and voter sentiments, between national campaigns and local realities. It's a reminder that while elections and votes make headlines, true political change is often rooted in sustained community engagement and trust. While politics played out in Nantou, another debate simmers across Taiwan that touches every citizen's wallet and trust in the government, whether to give every Taiwanese adult a direct cash payout of NT 10,000 or not. This idea has sparked fierce debates both in the halls of power and around kitchen tables. The proposal came mainly from opposition lawmakers who argue that Taiwan's budget surplus should translate directly into relief for everyday people. After all, with the inflation and living costs still on many minds, a one-time payout seems like a welcome help. Supporters say it's a way to boost consumption to also share the nation's success more evenly. But the executive, again, the central government, pushes back. Officials worry that bypassing regular budget processes undermines this fiscal discipline and constitutional procedures. They question whether such a blanket payout is the best way to support those who need it the most versus targeted social welfare programs. This disagreement has escalated into a legal question now headed toward the Constitutional Court, a rare and serious move. It's about the balance of the power. Can the legislator unilaterally order such spending, or does the government have the right to say no to ensure budgets remain sound? The political rhetoric has been intense. KMT Chairman Eric Chu framed the refusal to pay as ignoring the will of the people, suggesting the government is out of touch. Meanwhile, the DPP fired back, accusing the opposition of using taxpayers' money as an ATM to fund political campaigns, especially as recall votes loom. Amidst these tensions, there's a glimmer of positive economic news that might get overlooked: the steady rise of real wages. For years, many Taiwanese workers have struggled as wage barely kept pace with inflation. But recent government statistics shows something very new: the first real wage growth in 5 years. Now, from January through May, average monthly wages, including bonuses, rose significantly. After adjusting for the rising cost of living, workers are seeing actual increase in take-home pay. For a middle-class household, this can mean a little more breathing room to cover rent, food, or save a little bit extra. The shift is no accident. It's tied to improved export demand, increased production in tech, and also manufacturing. Also, careful labor reform as well. In some sectors, especially services and high-tech, companies are competing to attract skilled workers, pushing wages higher. In addition, the Ministry of Finance recently proposed raising tax deduction standards for salaries, expected to take effect in 2027. This policy could put more money back in workers' pockets and stimulate consumer spending. At the same time, economists caution that challenges still remains. Rising housing costs and global uncertainties could still temper this growth. So after years of economic uncertainties, this wage growth offers a sign of hope. It's a reminder that Taiwan's economy is resilient and capable of supporting a better standard of living if the right policies and conditions hold steady. Taiwan's weather has been making headlines in a big way recently. The monsoon rains and also the tropical storms have hit especially hard across the central and southern parts of Taiwan, now stirring concerns and reminding everyone of the nature's unpredictabilities right here. Heavy rains have persisted for days, triggering flooding and also landslides in some vulnerable areas. Emergency responders have been on high alert, working tirelessly to support affected communities. Roads have been temporarily closed, and local governments have been coordinating relief efforts to help families protect their home and belongings. What's particularly challenging is the timing. The region is still in the typhoon season, and also the meteorologists have been closely tracking a tropical depression that could develop into a typhoon. Experts warn that the upcoming hours would be critical in determining the storm's path and potential impact. For farmers in southern Taiwan, the rain has been a double-edged sword. Now, while the water is needed after months of dry spells, too much rain in a short period can damage crops and also delay harvesting. Now, the small-scale farmers have expressed anxiety about the unpredictability, hoping for a balance between enough rain and no disasters. Meanwhile, people in urban centers like Taipei have been juggling heat and humidity. Despite the downpour down south, the capital region is now facing soaring temperatures. The forecast has projected highs that approach 36 degrees Celsius in the upcoming days. It's a reminder that summer here is a dance between rainstorms and heat waves, sometimes in a quick succession. So local shops have also reported selling out of umbrellas and also cooling fans. And if you can feel a sense of collective preparation in the air, that's true. You know, families are now checking emergency kits, and also commuters are planning for travel delays, and schools have issued reminders for safety. This weather pattern isn't just an inconvenience, it's a reflection of broader climate challenges Taiwan faces as a mountainous island and a typhoon-prone region. On a brighter note, there's exciting news in Taiwan's education and tourism sectors. The government has eased restrictions for foreign students who want to gain practical work experience here, particularly in the hospitality and tourism industries. Previously, these internships and work opportunities were limited to students studying certain fields, mostly in hospitality. But now students majoring in Chinese language and also English language programs are also included. This change means a broader range of young people can stay longer and gain valuable hands-on experience during their studies. For international students, this is a big deal. Many come to Taiwan not only to learn Mandarin or other subjects, but also to experience Taiwanese culture firsthand. Now, work internships at hotels, restaurants, or travel companies offer more than just a paycheck. They provide connections, cultural exchange, and also a deeper understanding of Taiwan's vibrant society. Universities are now ready and reporting increased interest, and local businesses are welcoming the extra helping hands, especially during the peak tourist seasons. The program aims to strengthen Taiwan's position as a regional hub for education and tourism while building bridges across cultures. This policy shift is part of a broader push by Taiwan to internationalize education and promote soft diplomacy through people-to-people connections. As more foreign students now experience life here, they become ambassadors for Taiwan abroad. Taiwan right now feels like a place holding its breath and then exhaling with strength. From the 10-day military drills testing every part of society's readiness to the political battle that reminds us democracy is always a work in progress. From the debate over direct cash payments that shows how economic and emotions mingle, to the glimmer of rising wages bring hope for everyday workers. We've heard about storms that disrupt lives but also bring communities closer, and about young people from across the globe who are coming here to Taiwan to learn and to build friendship that transcends borders. It's a portrait of a society that's deeply aware of challenges it faces, political, economic, environment, but it is determined to adapt, to prepare, and to open itself up to the world in a very new way. I hope that hearing these stories, feeling the textures behind the headlines, help you see Taiwan not just as a place on the map, but as a living, breathing community. Thank you for spending this time with me on What's New in Taiwan. See you next time.